train yards, thinking about graveyards. Wonder, Lord, what would they ever write on mine? Another soul laid to rest on cold Montana morning, just trying to make it north of 49.
Yeah, afternoon guys. So just getting going here. Yeah, we just did those 2 coyote baits yesterday, set those footholds, so we're gonna go check those here. But what I'm gonna do, I got all these geese I pulled out of the walk-in freezer. We're gonna take all those bags out to the bait and throw them out there, try and get the ravens as active as we can on that bait, and then yeah, we're gonna come in here, spend the rest of the day. So the wife wanted to hang out last night, so I gave in and said sure. And yeah, so I never got back out here. But what I really screwed up on was day before yesterday, we put those on boards, and there's absolutely no way we're gonna be turning those. So gonna wipe all the grease off of them. Gonna have to soak them down with a couple towels. I got some shop rags here, we'll wet those down. Gotta soak them for probably an hour or so and then turn them. And then, yeah, I got Fisher, coon, and I think there's 4 or 5 coyotes there that we're gonna put on the boards. So, gotta throw these carcasses outside, get them, start freezing them up. I've been stinking them up a little bit. I usually do that for about a week. And I like that for my bear baits. It really gets that smell out, so. And they're not like rotten. The bears still really like them. So, yeah, it's kind of what we're doing there. Gotta get these traps off these beavers before the traps start rusting them. And same with this otter. That's that otter that has to go to Fish and Wildlife. So it's thawed out enough. We can get the trap off without damaging it now. So we'll do that and then get that guy back in the freezer and so it doesn't go bad on them. But yeah, let's go check those footholds and take that bait out back, see what we got. Well, other than bird tracks, I'm not seeing any fresh coyote tracks at all. I think there should be a bunch. This is our snowmobile trail from yesterday. There's no coyote tracks in there. Nothing's really touched this block, but I'll scatter all my birds around here in a fairly decent area. That way with birds flying by, I'll see it from a long ways away. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything here last night. So that's kind of disappointing, but we'll just have to spin out and check those last 2 footholds over there. But yeah, nothing in these 3 over on this side. Yeah. So hopefully that'll get the birds out here looking. So I went around the whole bait. Nothing's been over that corner. There was one set of coyote tracks that came down the far side, but they never came in. So oh well, here's what it is. But we're gonna leave this. We'll check these footholds once a day, but I'm not gonna come back inside here with the sled for probably 3 or 4 days now. Just let this air out, get those coyotes comfortable again. But yeah, we're supposed to get a skiff of snow tonight. Hopefully that's going to cover my track in here and get these coyotes back in here and moving. So it's supposed to warm up in a few days. I'm hoping that's not going to shut us down for the year. So see what happens. We'll play it by ear. Well, morning guys. So just gonna head out and check these footholds right away, and then I gotta turn some fur in the garage. But threw all the beavers outside in a pile just over there. All those carcasses that were on the floor, and got lazy, forgot to throw them in the freezer. So came out here last night when I pulled in and noticed this was sitting here. Guess the dogs found it, so they're making quick work of this guy. I guess I'll let them have it. I'm down one carcass for the bear guides this spring, but I don't know, kind of worth it. Dogs need to eat too, so they really like the treats. But looks like I might be down 2. Oh, I definitely am. There was one here and there was one there. So the bugger's got at least $40 worth of beavers on me. So I guess it serves me right for leaving them out, but yeah, that gets expensive in a hurry. Well, let's go see if the sled will start really quick. I should have been, like I checked yesterday morning, there was nothing, but I should have went last night before the snow came down. I actually ended up going to a UCP event here in Gibbons last night. Oh. It was about firearms in Canada, and more specifically in Alberta, and what the our current UCP government's doing to protect firearms owners here. So they're doing what they can. They're putting lots of roadblocks in place. Essentially, yeah, if you've got firearms that are on this new prohibited list there that they put out a year or 2 ago, yes, you'll be in violation of the law as of, I think that's April 1st when this amnesty ends. But the federal government has no means of collecting or administering a court decision on these firearms for anybody in Alberta. As soon as you leave the province, different story. So basically the moral of the story there was don't panic. You don't have to sell your guns if you don't want to, or not sell, give them away, have them confiscated if you don't want to. There are other options. You could donate them to a museum, become a museum. Certain nonprofits are exempt from it. There's a few odd options you could look into if you have a good collection of them and you want to keep your guns, but yeah, if you're in Alberta, you're in good hands. So don't be as concerned as some other provinces. I hear Saskatchewan's doing some good stuff too. So yeah, hopefully this federal government smartens up. It is a 100% political ideology. This gun confiscation ban, the Liberal government's already said that it's literally just to buy the votes, the Quebecers. So yeah, this government can piss off. I'm lucky I don't own any, so I don't have to worry. But yeah, kind of sucks for most Canadians. But I've never had an issue or use for most of the semi-automatics other than for duck hunting with my shotgun. So I'm good to go. All my bolt actions are safe. Not all bolt actions are safe. There's a few bolt actions and brake barrels and shit on their assault style firearms list. So they're a bunch of friggin' idiots. So, oh well. Top on the sled and go see what we got. Hopefully we got something. So it's kind of funny. You can see all the coyote tracks here, and that's probably only 5 or 6 coyotes probably. But yeah, tons of tracks out here. They won't go inside the bait. So we went inside, we did our loop in there where 2 of the footholds are. Nothing. Around the far side, there's 1 set of tracks that goes across there, but not where the traps are. Just have to check the far corner over here, but just looking at all the snares as I go by in there, and yeah, there's no tracks going into the bait. So they're getting smart, but yeah, that's what happens this time of year. This is getting pretty late. We're already the 24th of February, I think it is. So yeah. Well, I can see that far tree over there. There's a foothold at it, but there's nothing bouncing around. But we did have one adventure in. And I'll have a snare to reset. I'm not gonna go all the way back in and grab that. So we're just gonna cut this one off. Call it good, but holy heck, he made a mess. Make sure he's dead. Oh, he's fresh. But a little bit of shoulder mites right there, so that's unfortunate. But good catch on him. Doesn't look like he's swollen up at all. Red belly. So that's, I've shown you guys in the past a bunch. Basically, if they have a red belly, you know there's something going on with them. There's something stressed in them. And there it is. Right there, you can see the shoulder mites. So, yeah, we'll haul this guy out of there, go toss him in our dump pile, and keep going. But like I said, I'm not going to bother resetting this one. Yeah. So, I'm going to be pulling these down in a few days anyway, so no point. So, yeah, that's all right. And that's the nice thing. I can go around the outside and see, 85-90% of the snares in here. There's about 4 that I can't quite see, but usually if you stop like this, you're nice and quiet. You can hear them. If they're alive, they'll be making noise. So, but that's not the case today, which is good. So just have those snares over there and the last 2 footholds. Morning, guys. So we're just gonna go out and check some those footholds really quick. Maybe take a zip around the snares, but I was thinking, what can I do to spruce up those footholds? And I remembered I got a bucket of turds. So this thing's full of coyote turds that I picked up this fall. I'm gonna take 2 or 3 out with me and set them out by the footholds. So see if that works at all. Stay tuned. Yeah, so just dumped another pail of really gross crap from the garage over there. Not really any fresh tracks again in here at all. So I've got the foothold. It's right here. And again, working right off my snowmobile. I put the turd right there, so hopefully they're passing by and they'll smell it or see it and take a look. But yeah. So we're gonna go to the far one and we're gonna do the same thing over there. But don't see anything in the snares, but we'll take a zip around, see if there's anything around there, the other side where we can't see from here. So at that tree there's all sorts of tracks around the back of it, but they never went around the side where the foothold is. And you can see this is all fresh coyote tracks in here, but this trail kind of drifted in a little bit, so it's hard to see. The foothold is right here, so put the turds there, hopefully that helps. Maybe we'll have something by tomorrow. So, nice thing is it's snowing here now, so I don't know if you guys can see that very well. But that's going to cover up these fresh sled tracks and hopefully keep them confident in coming in. So, anyways, I better get going. Thanks for watching. This might be the end of the video, so like, share, follow, subscribe if you're enjoying it, and I'll keep taking you along. Thanks. So we checked those footholds this morning, and it's a nice day. I'm home early, so think until dark. I want to go check a couple of properties. We own a couple of them, and we rent a couple of them. I know there's nice muley herd up there. Let's go see if we can find some sheds. I seen the muleys 3-4 days ago. I can't remember, there were 7 or 8 bucks in that herd. None of them had antlers on, so hopefully they're around that area. We're gonna go, and I don't know, it's a beautiful day. Got probably 2 hours till dark, so see what we can find. But we'll make some miles on the sled anyway. We finally got gas for it, so we're not gonna run out, but it's kind of the plan here, so see what we find. Come on, guys, we aren't even aware where we're going to, but look at this. Oh, that might be a deadhead. Oh, it is too. Shit. It's a moose. It's a little moose, but it's a full deadhead. Yeah, I thought it was just a shed antler, but no. There's a little moose there, so hopefully somebody didn't shoot it from the road. It's not fresh at all. Oh, maybe I'll get it. No, can't quite get it out of the ground, but it's not that fresh. Maybe from this fall, but that's pretty cool. So that's a good start. Well, we'll keep going. We got about a mile or so till we get to our properties there. Well, unfortunately, there goes one buck. There's actually a muley standing right here. Like, oh, there's a few of them. 2 bucks still had their antlers on, 2 of the bigger guys. One had only 1 antler on, so yeah. These guys are in here right now. I don't want to spook them up or bother them. There's lots of deep snow here, so I'm gonna change my plan, get the heck out of this bush since they're here right now. Then we'll go over to the other property and see if there's anything over there. Holy crap, actually. Look at that. How do I zoom in? Give me a second, I'll try and zoom in. I don't know if you can see, there's about 15 muleys right there. There they all go. Yeah, you can see a couple still have antlers on, so yeah, I was hoping they weren't going to be here right now, but they are, so let's get the heck out of here. No point in putting pressure on them, so. Well, we're on third property that we own and rent here. There hasn't been any sign of anything, which is kind of concerning. One property to the north here usually has some mule deer on it. There wasn't any tracks there. There's always moose on all of these quarters, and there hasn't been a single moose track that I've cut yet. In here is always moose. I can see there's tons and tons of coyotes in here. There's a farmer right over there with a dead pit, that's why. But big dugout here, lots of willows, lots of grass, lots of feed for the moose. There's always moose in here. There's nothing this year. So kind of concerning. I haven't seen any sign of whitetail anywhere on any of the travels, even going across these other properties. There's very, very few moose tracks. There was only that one herd of muleys over on the one property over there. Yeah, there's not much for game this year up here, which is wild, which, I don't know, nobody's been taking care of the coyotes for a few years now, other than me, and I only have the one bait in this area because too many of these landowners have dogs and let them roam, so, yeah, I can't trust the acreage owners around here to keep their dogs restrained, so, I'm pretty limited on what I can do about coyotes around here, which sucks. Yeah, so whitetails between the coyotes and this deep snow, this deep crusty snow here, they're just getting the whitetails getting the crap kicked out of them, so Yeah, it's a shame. We aren't gonna have many whitetails left. It's just gonna be muleys out here, and not sure what's taking the moose down, but hopefully they bounce back soon too, because there was fewer this year than we've seen in a long time. And yeah, so luckily for hunting, we've got options. We can go down closer to Edmonton and 248. We've got some property down there, and lots of properties we farm down there. So we can go into the shotgun zone for moose if we want, or I can go up towards Smoky Lake, Bellis, up through that area there. There's lots of grazing reserves, public land that we can hunt up that way. So I've got options for hunting. It just sucks to see our populations around home here get the crap kicked out of them. So if you, probably 8-9 years ago, I used to come through all these properties. I'd have a whole barrel of antlers I'd have picked up, and it was like that every single year. It was absolutely wicked. And now we're lucky to find 2 or 3 sheds over 4,000 acres of farming. So yeah, things have changed. It changes quick. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm heading home now. But yeah, this is one of the properties I hunt. I actually have a tree stand right in there. So yeah, hopefully next year there'll be something in here to hunt, but we'll see what happens. This one's nice and close to home, so yeah. Well, it's cool finding that moose shed. Don't think we're gonna find anything else. I'll show you if I do, but I doubt we will. So if you're enjoying it, like, share, follow, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.